Hey guys, welcome back to this mini video series of my top trading tips. Some of these are psychology, some of these are discipline, some of these are strategy. Real nice mixture of stuff. Some you can implement straight away, some that you can maybe put into your trading plan, all that kind of stuff. Some that you can discard and think, I'm not interested in that, rubbish. Some you can take and say, you know what, that's quite good, I might use it. That's the idea of it. If you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And check out the previous videos as well before you get to this one, because there's a little bit of a sequence to that. Anyway, this video, as promised, I'm going to talk a little bit about work / home life separation as a trader. Listen, if you're a trader, most people trade from home. I started out trading from home for a long time. Then I got a trading office. I traded from an office with other traders. I had a couple of offices, actually, different areas for several years. Went back to home, back to an office. So I've done the kind of mix and I know the deal. So the important thing, I think, is the first thing is, if you're trading from home, is to find a way of separating, what have I put here, home and work. And when work, I mean trading. Now, obviously, if you're a swing trader, then this may apply less, because if you've got a home office, perhaps you only spend a few hours a day doing your research, but it still can apply, because you know that you really need to be fully focused as a trader, as you would know if you've got an experience in trading, day trading, swing trading, whatever it may be. So this may apply more to the day traders of you out there, but it equally applies to swing traders. I know of swing traders who do position trade. They don't day trade. They also have a separate area they go to trade, specifically for their research and whatever it may be. So find some way of separating home and work. And what I've got here is, if you're trading from home, trade from a separate office. So in other words, have an exclusive place if you can. I appreciate that, you know, some people don't have that facility to do that, and that's fine. But trying to find a separation. So if you have got a separate room in the house that you can use dedicated for trading, then do that. Have a really just place that no one's walking through, no one's getting in touch with you, no one's annoying you. You know, your children, if you've got them, aren't coming up and bothering you. You know, a wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. Just that's your place of pure trading analysis, trading, whatever that is. So even if you go and have a garden office, you know, you kit out a shed and insulate it and kit it out so that it's out the way. A loft conversion, if you've got that, you know, small spare bedroom, or even if you haven't got the space, even just partitioning off kind of a spare room with one of those, you know, office type partitions, and having that as your sole trading office. You know, you don't have to have, you know, a monstrous house or a massive amount of space. You can segment off a room. I think this is so important, because let me tell you why I think this is important, is that it allows you to separate home and work. The trouble is, if you've got your computer, your laptop, and you're there and it's kind of in the dining table, or it's in the kitchen, or it's in your bedroom, and this and that and the other, you are always going to be wanting to check it. You know, it's human nature, guys. If you've got money on the line, you've got position on, you're always going to want to check it. Oh, let me just check the markets before I go to bed. Oh, let me just check it. Let me just check it. And you won't get that separation that you need. You probably don't need to check it. If you've got alerts set, you can be alerted that something needs to be looked at, You probably don't need to be checking all the time. I was so guilty of this. And honestly, the best thing to do is if you can make that separation. Now, from a day trading perspective as well, if you're day trading all day, being able to step out of that office, lock the door, shut the door, and say, listen, work is done. Now I'm going to unwind for a bit, do whatever I have to do, have my meal, spend some time with the family. If you've earmarked perhaps an hour in the evening to do some more research, that's fine. That's going back into work mode, but you're not mixing the two. You have that distinct separation. So say I've got a garden office. I know a friend who built like an outhouse thing for himself, and that was his trading office, and he was not to be disturbed in there, that kind of stuff. Another thing that I know other people do, and I didn't do this, was and this was people who came from a corporate environment and then came back into trading and found that kind of transition to home-based trading quite difficult. I didn't, because I literally went straight into trading from university. I wasn't involved in the corporate thing, but is to literally walk to work. So this guy would get up and, you know, fair play to him. He seemed to be doing okay with his trading. He put on his work gear. He'd walk down to the station where he used to get his train. Then he'd walk back. He'd come in, and that would just, for whatever reason, it will just trigger in his mind that he's now going to work now. He has to have his work head on. He's not interested in what's happening around the house. He's gone straight into his office that he's separated off. Now he's at work. He's doing his work, and then to go home, he would do the same thing. And it may sound a little bit unusual, but does it matter? At the end of the day, who cares what you have to do to increase your bottom line in trading, right? Do you care if it seems silly? Do you care? No. You only care about, the best money you're going to make. So that's it. The other thing is, guys, get dressed. You know, too many traders I know will get up and they'll be trading in their boxer shorts or the pajamas or whatever. As tempting as it may be trading from home, honestly, just doing it properly is the way to do it. By all means, you know, if you're not planning to trade that day and you want to check and it's your kind of day off or your morning off, you know, fine. You know, check the markets in your pajamas and go off and do whatever you're going to do for the rest of the day. But if you're actually coming to trade in the morning, I think the worst thing you can do is getting up all bleary-eyed and just sitting straight at the screen. You've got coffee in your hand, you're not dressed, and you're expecting to perform at the highest level and make good money. It just makes sense to get up that little bit earlier, get dressed, shower, do your workout if you're doing that, whatever, have your breakfast, and then get ready to trade. So just my kind of approach on that, and I've seen other people do this, and there is a distinct correlation, by the way, for the traders that I've either known or know of, or friends or whatever it may be, who, you know, treat this seriously and do these kind of things and their results. The people who kind of don't take it seriously and, you know, don't do it the right way, if you like, most of the time, they're not saying everyone's struggling, but most of the time, those are the guys who end up giving up trading and not doing so well. So just a couple of things, you know, from that aspect. Anyway, next video, we're going to talk a little bit about some more things and more tips you can do if you've got a home office or if you've got a work office. Again, for that separation from home and work, all about making you as a better trader.